Hi, I'm John Twist. Gosh, it's been about a month since we've made a video, and everybody I've been talking to at Carlisle and all different places have said, why haven't you made another video? So here we are. Today we're going to talk about rocker shafts. Brooks is going to bring the camera in here a little more closely so we can see the rocker shaft. Here's a rocker shaft from a T-type. Okay. Now the disadvantage of the T-type rocker shaft are the rockers are on dramatic angles here. You see how these are angled one way or the other to go from the push rod, from the camshaft to the top of the valve. And this puts a lot of bias on them when they're pushing up. There's a lot of wear that goes on in these shafts. Well, the MGB shaft uses a rocker which is very much the same, only that it's straight on. Now this guy fits on the shaft here and rocks as necessary when the cam moves and when it goes to open the valve. But over a period of time, the rocker shaft begins to wear. Now we've got two of them here that Brooks it's gonna take a moment for the camera to come down and zoom in on these and pick up the wear. But I want to tell you that these guys here are very, very worn. You can see, I mean, there's a huge lip here that you can see. Maybe you can even hear with my penknife here. And when it gets this worn, then the valves become noisy. Of course, it's not the valves that become noisy, it's the rockers. Now there's two styles of rockers. Brooks can zoom back in on this. Between the MGA and the MGB, we've got the hollow one and the solid one. The hollow one, the earlier one, of course, is better. It affords better oiling, because when the oil comes out of the shaft through these holes in the shaft here, it comes into the rocker on the inside and squirts out of the rocker, out of this hole here on the front. It also squirts into a hole in the back, runs through the back. It's drilled. That's what this little guy back here is. This is peened, and it drops down the outer side of the threads, puddles inside of here. Some of these are drilled through and they're actually hollow, and the oil comes out the bottom to cushion this ball in the socket on the top of the push rod. So the question always is, if the inside of the rocker is brass or something, bronze, and the steel shaft is here, I mean, isn't steel stronger than brass or bronze? So why should the steel shaft wear and not this? Well, it's because of dirty oil. And the dirt becomes embedded in the softer material and in turn scratches away the steel. So when you take your rocker shaft off your MGA or your MGB, make sure that you feel the rockers, that you slide them either out of the way so you can see, and it's very difficult holding here, but this guy's really loose on the shaft compared to here where he's almost snug. He's very loose here, and this makes adjusting the valves a lot more difficult. That's my little bit of an interesting comment for today, but we want to invite you to come for Tuning for Speed, May 30th, right here at University Motors, sponsored by us and by my good friend Carl Heidemann at Eclectic Motor Works. So if you have the weekend open, if you want to learn all about tuning for speed, how to make your MGA, MGB midget run a lot faster than it does now, we've got the answers. And just for attending, we'll give you 10 free horsepower just for attending. Anyway, call the shop or something. It's been a pleasure. We'll talk to you guys again soon.